Falcons are trying to get out and break now, but the wrong people are shooting. I wouldn't want Fisher necessarily to take that shot that fast.
Oh, and there's a swing by O'Neal, and they got a brouhaha on the floor. Physical play, and then his retaliation, and his retaliation got him in trouble. But this is all Barkley here.
Yeah, but I think it's somewhat of an overreaction in the beginning on Shaquille's part. Barkley swung backwards, but Shaquille pushes him, and then Barkley hits him with the ball.
And there's a punch, a left hand.
Shaquille.
Rice put it behind the back and nearly lost it. Shaq has it. His jumper is short. And now a fight breaks out between Kobe Bryant and Chris Childs.
Chris Childs punched him twice.
And Kobe is hot. It takes two officials to restrain him. Now Ewing is jawing with Shaq. Assistant coach Don Chaney off the Knick bench to try and separate them. A.C. Green, a cooler head, a veteran, pushing Shaq away. Of course, it takes a cavalry to actually do that.
Well, let's see what happens here. There's a bump here. Just keep watching these guys. Little shove there. Childs shoves him. They talk. Now watch Childs. He's going to hit him with the head. The little bump there. And boom, boom. Two quick punches. And then Kobe throws a couple. So there'll be suspensions here.
In fairness, after the headbutt by Childs, Kobe threw a forearm up in the area of the neck. And then the two punches by Childs.
Absolutely. But there'll be suspensions here.
The end of all this is that while Childs and Bryant are going at it, Shaq misses the shot. Houston will grab the rebound. And he believed it should have been Knick's ball following the altercation when they finally put the ball back in play. But the officials decided that they had blown the whistle, spotting the beginnings of the fight.
Rebound the ball off the floor.
The big thing is the bench is better.
There was a punch by McGrady, a shove by Jackson. Both benches got about halfway on the floor, then quickly retreated to their respective benches.
And, you know, and the officials saw that right away. There should have been a technical foul, but I give the official credit right here. Ed Rush, look at, he goes in there and breaks it up. He gets right in the middle of the pile to try to prevent anybody from getting their finger bit.
Well, you know something.
Here comes the excitement. Oh, look at this. Rick Fox elbowing Duck Christie. Christie gets up, and look what happens. Oh, Fox pushes Christie, and Christie punches him in the face. And this is the preseason. Need I remind you? Right now, Rick Fox getting in the face, elbowing Christie. Christie wastes no time getting up, flipping the ball even at Fox, and then Fox pushes Christie, and Christie pushes Fox right there in the face. Guess what happens to those two? They'd be gone, but everyone would get into the Mad Mix. Christie, Fox would resume their fight in the tunnel like we knew that was going to happen, and then everyone gets involved. I mean, the entire Kings bench comes out to join this mess. And
things heating up in the third quarter. Wizards lead 74-58. They're up 16, but then we've got some dastardliness going on underneath the hoop.
And now,
what is that? Shot by Haywood.
Oh, and Davis says, don't you do that.
Antonio Davis, punched by Haywood. He just punched Davis. Davis and Haywood go down.
Oh, yeah.
They are trying to break it up.
They got a brouhaha here, and they're trying to wave people back to the bench.
Okay, Jeff, let's look at it again. Luol Deng goes for the layup. Larry Hughes pushes Kirk Heinrich into him. Wiz said they got to play tougher this year. Then Brendan Haywood takes a shot at Antonio Davis right there, and then backs up. Look at him.
Run away, run away.
He backs up any faster, you're going to get a French passport. Then they go down. Now they're fighting. There's Eddie Curry. Now, I know it's all about the ring, but you should not go after man's family jewels like that.
Some yelling. Wallace still going. You need the coaches in there to get him away. Jackson challenging Derek Coleman. Somebody should just get Jackson out of there. That's what causes the problem. Rasheed Wallace did an excellent job trying to keep everybody away and trying to keep the peace. But it started after Artest with a hard foul on Wallace after he got behind him. And then Ben Wallace came over with the shove. And an ugly way for this one to wind down. Totally uncalled for. I want to see the foul again because it appeared Wallace was past him and Artest shoved him. And that's what Wallace took exception to, but you still can't react that way. You've got to let it go. That's not that hard of a foul. It's not a normal foul, but not that hard. And Ben Wallace can't react that way. Wallace is still charged up. Now, Wallace, I would assume, has been ejected. The way Steven Jackson's carrying on, they should eject him as well.
They need to somehow find a way to get this game over with as quickly as possible.
The problem is, if Wallace is ejected, I'm not sure. He'd have to walk past the Pacer bench to go. Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench. Artest is in the stands. Oh, this is awful. Fans are getting involved. Steven Jackson's in the fans. Rasheed Wallace going into the stands. The security trying to somehow restore order. Fans and players are going at it, and the players trying to help each other out.
This is a disgrace.
All the players now, they're jumping in there to try and get the other players out because the fans have come involved. Oh, what a sad scene here at the Palace. And now another fight's breaking out in front of the Pistons bench. It's a fan on the court. This is very, very dangerous. Fans are throwing cups with liquid in them now onto the court. Ron Artest has a look in his eye that's very scary right now. You wonder if the official's going to let this game continue. Now they're throwing bottles out onto the floor. They're trying to get the Pacers to go back to the locker room. What was maybe you could call a hard foul at best has turned into just an ugly, ugly scene. Chuck Person. The officials, I think they're going to call this game off, and that should be. The outcome is definitely decided. You have these ridiculous fans trying to go at the players and now throwing. Somebody could really get hurt. It's a bad showing from the Pistons fans here. Just firing bottles from the stands. The Pacers have all gone back into the locker room, and they're getting thrown a lot of debris, and they're still not all the way through. And for some reason, one of the Pacers, they hold Austin Crozier out. They won't let him get under the tunnel because they're afraid for his safety. They're pouring liquid over. What a disgraceful showing from the Pistons fans here. That's one of the worst scenes I've ever seen.
This is a low moment in NBA history.
The players just have to get out of there. Get back to the locker room and forget about it. The game has been called. The official announcement has been made. The game has been called, which was the right call. The outcome obviously is over. And players and fans in danger with the emotions and the tempers being completely lost.
More from Mike Breen and Bill Walton shortly. Both teams eventually would head back to the locker room. We're going to go back through the entire situation from start to finish and slow things down for you. Here's how it happened. 45.9 seconds left. Ron Artest, the hard foul on Ben Wallace. It was hard, but it wasn't flagrant. You could make the argument that Wallace overreacted, but that led to pushing and shoving. Seemed like cooler heads were starting to prevail. Now watch Ben Wallace throws a towel at Artest. Artest always in the middle of everything, right? But at this point, Artest is actually just chilling. He's lying on the scorer's table. When a fan throws a cup, it hits him in the face. That leads Artest into the crowd. He wrestles the fan down to the ground, and I wonder if I should be using the word fan in this particular case. Steven Jackson punches a fan in the face there. Watch the fan come into your picture on the left. He's in a baseball hat. Right there. He's hitting Artest from behind. Watch another fan. He clocks Fred Jones from behind. So the fans are not backing off. They're clearly making matters worse. Then as Artest gets back on the court, watch this. Artest punches that fan right in the face. Looked like the fan was heading towards him. Artest hit him. Then as another
end, got to have a lot of nerves going on right now.
Williams passed out of 3, shoots the 2. Oh, and Shaquille O'Neal with the stuff over Andrew Bynum that Bynum will remember for the rest of his life.
Yes, he will.
Remember that too. Went right back at him.
Oh, look out! Shaquille O'Neal took a swing at Andrew Bynum. I would think this will be an ejection. Shaquille O'Neal, I thought, took a swing.
It was a forearm shiver. Bynum got him first. He was so pumped up that he threw a forearm at Shaq, and then O'Neal retaliated.
Oh, beautiful move. And here's another look. Double technical, and Shaquille O'Neal is very fortunate that he was not ejected.
Now, Bynum just gives him the little shove, like, yeah, take that, big fella, but Shaq deserves a little more respect than that. I think Bynum just let his emotions get the best of him.
Robinson throwing a punch, Smith coming right back at him, and this is turned ugly. Another punch is thrown. Anthony, and now Jeffrey throwing at it. This is turning into some kind of disaster right now. Carmelo Anthony throws the punch at Marty Collins. Yeah, he landed as see Collins goes down.
They were sticking it to us pretty good, and they were having their way with us, and we had surrendered, and those guys shouldn't even been in the game at that point in time.
The fourth shot that close to the basket.
And McGrady is on fire at the other end, and now Nash trying to get in there. He and Austin trying to get after one another.
Watch out here now.
And this is going to spill over right over near the fans. And Shaquille O'Neal and the officials trying to get in there and keep the angry people away from one another. Boy, Austin was in the middle, and then Nash came charging in. Take a look at a replay and see what started it.
Oh, yeah, well, that you can see right there, Barnes, that was a cheap shot. Anytime that you put a forearm into a guy in that situation.
And nobody saw it. So now Austin goes back
there
after Barnes.
Yes, right there.
Yeah. And then Nash goes after Austin. And McGrady goes after Nash. So,
now watch. Yeah. Now all the pushing, all the pulling now as the...
After he was doubled on the sideline, he's grabbing at his shoulder. Now, meantime, Garnett and Haslam standing over him as the trainer is over there, and we've got a fight. O'Neal over there, Glenn Davis, people trying to get in the way. Watch Quentin Richardson walk over. I don't know what he said. I can't tell. But right away, Garnett elbows him out, and then they start to chat back and forth as Eddie Lacerte, the athletic trainer, is trying to get to Pierce. And then Big Baby Davis and Haslam get in there, and this I'm more macho than you thing gets started. Garnett threw a vicious elbow in there. He threw the first elbow when Richardson came over. The technicals were called for the confrontation there with Richardson. And then the second elbow is the one that gets Garnett off.
And Heinrich off the bench with 2 on his first try. Here comes Rondo the other way. Bulls have hit their last 5 as Rondo penetrates and feeds. Marbury over Rose. The missed 3. Picked up by Rose, who grabs onto his second rebound. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Well, you got to really watch what's going on here now. Boy, you start talking about if it gets into a game 7, you start talking about suspensions and all. This is going to be very interesting because, Kevin, I'm not sure what happened.
It's been 15. Monroe on a screen set, and then Hollins and Villanova to get the arms up. Wow. Right to the face of each other.
All right, both guys. He comes over to set the pick. Okay. He still throws his shoulder right into him. Oh, Charlie reaches up first and grabs him around the face.
And then Ryan Hollins,
yes,
got a pack of lips there.
Yeah.
As he grabbed him, saying, "Bring it on." Villanueva going crazy. He's lost it. He's absolutely lost it. Jerry Hendon, their director of security, finally has him wrapped up. Villanueva's going over to the Cavaliers' dressing room. He has totally lost it. Villanueva got his hands up first, but let's see.
Well, you see right there, he throws his shoulder into his chest.
Yep, right
and
there.
that right there is where it all started, right there. He grabbed Ryan in the face, and then when that happened, that was it.
And then Villanueva, after he was announced that he was gone with a technical. Now, the Pistons dressing room is on the opposite side.
Right.
And they're riding him off. Well, that probably was a good decision to get him going that way, away from the Cavalier bench. But he was yelping at Hollins on the way out.
With Z. Well, look at this. This is interesting. Z and Wall are going at it. And now Jawan comes in from behind and shoves JaVale McGee. Wall took exception to an elbow by Ilgauskas. May have been a little bit too vehement in his reaction. And that's where the trouble started.
There.
Right there.
Yeah, he caught him right there in the mouth. Well, the second one, I think you see the elbow come out. And I think that's when you start taking offense. You start thinking that.
Man. Well, this is going to be interesting, Phil, because while Ilgauskas went at him with an elbow twice.
Rondo leaves it Bass, gets it to Garnett. KG, a runner, and gets knocked down, and a technical foul. Oh, it's getting nasty. Getting real nasty. Security guard goes down.
KG got fouled on the play on the shot. What happens here? It's KG. And he got hit right in the face.
And Rondo got in Humphrey's face.
Yeah.
There's the foul and the throwdown by Humphreys. And then Rondo.
I tell you, I want Rondo on my side. You hit my partner in the mouth while he's shooting the ball. You got to deal with me.
Bruce Bowen, look what's going down between Golden State and Indiana. Roy Hibbert and David Lee banging down low and legs, and it gets a little feisty.
Yeah, David Lee with a little shove trying to block out, and then Hibbert takes exception to it, and then you have your basic basketball fight. A lot of shoving, a lot of grabbing, some chest bumping, and eventually the referees had to sort this out, and Roy Hibbert was tossed.
As we see, Hibbert was tossed, David West was tossed, technicals for David Lee, for Steph Curry, for Klay Thompson. It got ugly in a hurry, Bruce. It didn't look like it was going to be that bad.
Yeah, no, and these are two teams that are battling right now. Indiana's playing much better, Golden State's playing better, and Steph Curry, you got to like the fact that your smallest guy on the floor is getting into it.
Here comes Wall. Oh, my goodness. Fouled by AC. Oh, Wall with the shove. Oh, AC might have thrown a punch. The officials step in. We were at Golden State last year when the Clippers and Warriors got into it. AC being held back by opponents. Hard to tell live if he threw a punch after getting shoved by Wall. They'll sort this out and see who gets thrown out.
The Wall have some, AC's got some blood coming out of his mouth, it looks like.
Gonna go to break here, see if watching it a second time, we see the foul there, the push to the chest, and Looked like he threw a punch.
Well, yeah.
Did it land? Hard to tell from
It was a forearm elbow to the head area. That's going to be it for Mr. AC, I think, here this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep.
There's no question about that. Little too much on the initial foul there. He's trying to take a foul. You go ahead and grab the man. A little much, knocks Wall down. He takes exception, and then a little melee. We'll find out what happens when we get back.
Inside, Garnett holds Howard. Oh, and Howard and Garnett getting into it. They have to be restrained. Kevin Garnett wants a piece of Howard. Kevin McHale, who drafted Garnett in Minnesota back in 1995, came over. And KG trying to handle his emotions right now. Net security has come over. And Garnett is still jawing. Trevor Ariza has gotten involved. Let's see how the officials sort this one out.
Players, additional ones, and here's the play underneath. There's clearly the foul initially. Let's see.
Little shove, push back, throws the ball at him.
And there's a Garnett headbutt. And then Howard comes up with, is it a slap punch? It didn't look like it. I couldn't tell from that angle whether he had the fist closed or not.
Watch the retaliation right after the throw of the ball, headbutt, and then Howard there connects. Not much.
No.
To line up that shot, averaging 3 of 15 from beyond the arc. Barea and Westbrook getting after each other now. There is bad blood. J.J. Barea is a pesky player, and you know how relentless Westbrook is. And we're going to have to see how they adjudicate this, as now in the near corner we have some additional action. The way across the court, the entire Thunder coaching staff came out, and we're just going to see how they handle this. This one most certainly will go to the NBA Replay Center in suburban New York. Westbrook pulling the rip move, looking for the free throws on Barea. Barea and Westbrook get tangled up. Barea takes the swipe.
There's the backhand right there by J.J. Barea that started everything. Up until that point, this probably would have been just a common foul. Okay.
Back out to Butler, doesn't hesitate, and a good decision by Jimmy Butler, who has 24.
And
we got a fight.
Watch out.
Lopez and Ibaka throwing punches.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you. Yeah, they threw some big ones there. They got to get Ibaka out of here now. I don't know who started it, all right, because you could see we were going the other way. Now, right now, Mirotic is coming down here now. He's got to understand. You got to stay in the game. It happens right here, a little in the back by Ibaka, and Lopez is telling him now. So he takes the ball out of his hand, and that's what starts it. Now, you're going to see as they reach, by grabbing Lopez's side of his neck, Lopez lands a punch, but then Ibaka come back and he lands one. Friday night fights?
Yeah, boy. Ibaka just ducked out of harm's way.
Yeah.
And then countered with that right hand.
Now, see, DeRozan does a great thing, Harry.
Harden fouled by Ingram. Do they count it? No. They say the foul occurred before the gather.
And he never put the ball back down.
And I think another technical foul's been handed out. Now Ingram looks like he's confronting Jason Phillips.
Well, the technical foul was on Ingram for shoving James Harden after that play.
I'm not sure what happened.
Ingram, who's usually pretty mild-mannered, was hot. Now Paul punches a throw. Paul and Rondo throwing punches. Ingram comes in. He's throwing punches. Security trying to separate. So is. All right, there's the initial foul. Ingram's upset. Pushes Harden. The technical foul. Then Ingram gets in the face of Jason. You know what? I think it was Harden behind Jason Phillips. That's why he went that way.
But why did he push him to start with?
Oh.
And then Paul gets in the face. Rondo throws a punch. Paul throws a punch. Ingram comes in here. He throws a punch. Those three will be suspended for those punches.
Multiple games.
And James quickly getting Paul out of it. As Mark said, when Chris Paul was over here, he said that Rondo spit on him. And again, couldn't see anything there on the replay. James and Paul, such close friends. James able to calm him down momentarily.
It's time to double from Wiggins. No problem for Joel. Give him 19.
Awful lot of Olajuwon on that fadeaway. Post play. It's a little like Kevin McHale too. That fadeaway.
Wow, how about Embiid the double, helping Simmons with Towns. Here's Horford, blocked on the play. Wow, and look at this. Whoa! Embiid going at it with Karl Anthony Towns. And the bench is empty. My goodness.
What is going on? Ben's got him by the neck.
Towns is hot. Embiid is up. He's in front of his bench. And now the two getting tangled. And the shoving turned into this. That, my friends, are a couple of heavyweights. And Embiid seems delighted by the whole thing.
Not sure about the best shooter in the world, this air explosive thing, but he can shoot it.
When this is a rear, there's some words between Butler and Warren. They have to be separated.
It wasn't just words. This was about to be more than this. This was going to be more than that. I don't think, I mean, the officials will probably look at it. They got to calm TJ down. Both of them got to calm down. Calm down. And the officials will take a look at it.
And Warren right back on Butler. Oh, Jimmy. Put a shoulder into the chest of Warren, and then Warren just got himself tossed out of the game for taunting. Well, neither player showing much in the way of poise right there. Oh, my.
Well, what's going to happen?
I don't know if you saw that on TV or not, but T.J. Warren, that is a no-no, my friend.
And that's why Warren's going to be tossed right now. This is his second technical foul. This is why it's so important that they call those first technical fouls. They have no toleration at all. And T.J. Warren, who's the leading scorer for the Indiana Pacers.
Recently, you saw Zach LaVine light him up, then Giannis, and then Jason Tatum. And tonight it's their number one guy, Jeremy Grant. Stewart and LeBron. Stewart is hot. And everybody's coming out now.
Now this is ridiculous. He must have caught an elbow or something, but
oh yeah, he's got a lot of blood streaming from the side of the eye. Look, here goes Stewart.
Yeah, I think he's a little upset.
You've got coaches, you got security guys. Look at Dwayne Casey's like, just calm down. And there's Cade Cunningham also.
It was along the free throw line on the free throw, and he's still trying to get loose.
He is knocking over. I mean, he's out of the game without question.
I mean, this
is
is
like he's running through the line. That's nuts. That's just crazy right now.
That's just crazy.
That's crazy right now. And both coaching staffs are making sure that the players don't come out any further.
Well, there's some players have drifted out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, you know, when they review the tapes of this, they'll see which players were in the game and which players were along the sideline.
Or you could look at the face and the blood pouring down the face of Isaiah Stewart.
they're having a lot of trouble just trying to settle him down. His temper is just ridiculous. He'll probably do the old thing where he runs along the tunnel and comes out the other side.
Try to come out the other end.
That happened at Staples Center a number of years ago.
They are warning the Lakers bench to watch for him coming out the other side. They were definitely in chase mode. I know there's some police now going down the tunnel. Stu, you ever seen, it's been a while, I would assume, and you don't see somebody that out of control often in any sport that upset.
Jeremy Grant shooting the free throw. He's in there tangled up, and he inadvertently gets an elbow from LeBron. And, there was no intentional elbow thrown there.
LeBron even reached out.
And that was the start of a 15-minute delay. And counting.
The trigger is for a loose ball foul first. We have a hostile act after, and then an altercation that not easily resolved.
Wagner can't get it to go.
Oh, you have a fight on the other end. Rivers and Mo Bamba getting into it. I have no idea what happened, but it is an all-out melee under the basket right now.
Yeah, Austin Rivers got some good.
I think Bamba came off the bench to throw punches at Rivers.
That's crazy.
There will be a number of ejections here, and Bamba is still hot.
Had a shirt on, so it wasn't somebody that had been in the game.
Wow.
That's crazy.
The images says it all.
It's just a lot of scrambling, and there wasn't a lot being done in terms of
46 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. And Lyles and Lopez. Lyles and Lopez going at it. Coach is getting involved. It spills into the scorer's table. And Lopez, he has been upset the entire second half. And look at Lopez, a man possessed.
Well, I said play with force.
Minute the foul. And then he just mushed Lopez in the face. But Lopez has been chirping this entire second half.
That doesn't show the whole lead up to the whole altercation. I'm going to say this. I do not condone fighting.
Yes.
But the team that I have been covering over the last several years hasn't had that type of fight in them. And if you want to get to the postseason, if you want to have success, you need to have a little bit of a dog.
Nurkic, when he's going to be hit with an offensive foul.
They're probably going to take a look at it as well.
Boy, now we've got Nurkic and Najee Marshall as Marshall leaned back and threw a punch at Nurkic. And that will likely end it. So you see Nurkic backing down. He got an elbow kind of up into the face.
Yeah, but he's off balance.
And Nurkic walking back. And something was clearly said. Well, Nurkic kind of took a swat at him. And then Najee Marshall loads up. So there was a push, the brush of the face, and then Marshall.
He missed the punch.
He missed the punch.
I thought he punched him and he fell, but it was more so he was off balance. He kind of rubbed his hand across. Oh, he did catch him. He caught him in the ear.
A little bit of the ear.
Keeping the Pels close. And whoa. Yeah, Jose into it with Mark Williams. Come on, guys. And Jose, what did Mark Williams? He said something. So Jose
he pushed him in the back.
Yeah,
that's it.
They're going to both be ejected. Both have been throwing punches.
For sure.
Right.
And you know what I like? The fact that no one else got involved.
Nobody came.
Everybody, Phoenix came and pulled Mark Williams. The Pelicans came and pulled Jose. Right? No one came in and escalated the situation.
Yeah, we know Jose's not going to back down from anybody. I don't care how tall the guy is.
Hole hit, and dare the officials to blow the whistle.
They are ranked second in the NBA in defensive efficiency, yet they lead the NBA in fouls per game. Clearly, fouling is not a problem for a good defensive team. And Duren is fouled, and oh my goodness! And Moose is upset. Moose is really upset. Never seen Moussa Diabate like this. Oh my goodness, now Miles and Duren and Beef Stew! This is out of control. Oh wow.
Beef Stew is on the bench.
Isaiah Stewart's out of the. He'll be suspended for a while. He was on the bench and he came
seen a guy come off the bench that aggressive.
So what started this all?
Let's see.
That's a foul. Moussa fouled him.
Ooh, headbutt right there. Yeah. Duren with the right hand to the face started it all. And he knew it too. He's trying to get away, but these are grown men.
And then Miles went after Duren. And then Isaiah Stewart, who wasn't in the game at all. And Miles got some blows in.